Lara, great to have you with us. Good news on the full approval of the vaccine, but it immediately opens the can of worms, which is everybody now going to be required to get the vaccine because it has FDA approval? Your thoughts on the president's comments and what we're seeing right now?
Well, I'm not surprised to hear that from the president. Look, I agree with you. I think it's fantastic that it is now FDA approved. At least one of the vaccines has been approved. For some people, yes, that will make them want to get it. It'll make them more confident. I think for some other people and for a lot of people who maybe haven't yet gotten it, gosh, Brian, maybe they feel like, was it rushed? Do they trust it even less now? So I think you have both sides of the coin. But what you point out, I think, is very important. Would we and should we be requiring people in America, if you're a company, if you're going to school, to get a vaccine? And is it up to the government to dictate that to people? It is not. It is not up to the government to tell us what to put in our bodies. It is not up to the government to tell small businesses how they should run. But you see places like New York where Bill de Blasio has been incredibly hard on small businesses, telling people they have to require proof of vaccination to eat a meal with their family, to go to a gym. These things are going to really, really, I think, hurt small businesses. And this does open up almost a Pandora's box. Where will they draw the line? Will they make it even harder, where you have to have 3 vaccines now at some point in order to go to a restaurant? It's been tough for small businesses throughout the pandemic. This is just going to add an extra layer to that. And I think it's, it's sad to see. I don't feel like most people in America agree with the government telling you and your business and place of work telling you what you should put in your body.
And, the news of the full approval is good news. My question is, why in the world don't you let that good news take its effect voluntarily? If it's really persuasive that the FDA now approves this, how about letting people take that good news and make good decisions for themselves? That seems to be completely lost in this crunch timeline between full approval. Immediately now, we're going to require everybody to get the vaccine. Lara, why not take that voluntary approach?
It's a great question. I think it would have helped a lot along the way to especially have someone like Joe Biden come out, who's incredibly polarizing and speaking probably to people that didn't vote for him, telling them they should get the vaccine now. Now they ought to go out and get it. For a lot of Americans, they say, well, it is my decision what I put in my body. It is my decision whether or not I get this vaccine. And gosh, if people want to get the vaccine, absolutely they should. I'm all for that. It was because of President Trump and Operation Warp Speed that we have this vaccine, Brian, that life is going back to normal now. But in America, we allow people to make their own decisions and their own choices. And those that have gotten the vaccine should be fully protected from the rest of us. So you're right. Why not let it organically happen? Why not let people make this decision on their own? That is what we do in the United States of America.
When you get good medical news, a good thing not to do is throw a bunch of politics at it. And it seems like right now we're taking good news and we're going to try to drown it in politics. That's been the mistake all along, Lara. I think that might be the mistake we make again. Really appreciate your thoughts today. Thanks so much for joining us, Lara Trump.